Let's do it, baby. Let's fucking do it, man. Let's walk while we talk, man. Because we're late to class right now. Hey, chat. How y'all feeling, man? It's technically day one. Yesterday was day 0 at Streamer University. I taught a class earlier today. I'm not gonna lie, it's just been scrambling, bro. Is that the dean? Y'all straight? Just going to teach a class. All right. He is stressing. Oh, shit. I really want my classes to be the classes where, like, even if it's fun, people still learn some shit, you know? It's not just bullshit. Come on in, man. Come on in. Come on in, man. This way. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Heard a lot about you.
Glad you did.
I like to say that to people to get in their heads. Nah, you're good. We had to switch classes, so it's understandable. Thank you for making it. Thank you for making it. Professor Agent. Professor Agent.
So sorry.
Professor Agent.
Nice to meet you.
It's Professor Agent.
Nice to meet you.
Yep. Oh, wow. Yep, it's going to be packed. Oh, yeah, nice to see you.
I walked up the stairs.
Oh, the elevator works too. Nice to see you guys again.
Thank you.
Professor Agent. It's Professor Agent.
Nice to meet you.
It's Professor Agent, man. It's Professor Agent, man.
Sure.
Yep, Professor Agent. Professor Agent.
Nice to meet you.
Yep, Professor Agent. It's Professor Agent.
Professor, nice to meet you.
Yeah, Professor Agent.
Well, actually,
Hey, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, enough screaming.
Yo, Agent, I don't know why he was late. She was with me though.
What?
Okay.
He late than a motherfucker.
Nah, I mean, we changed classes, so it's very understandable.
Okay.
Yes.
He
Yeah,
was
very
late though.
understandable.
She was with me. We was talking about.
You snitching?
Huh?
We all good. We all good. Station.
Think it's alcohol?
Room switch.
Nah, this water. Water.
Okay. No, I'm good, thank you.
Does it smell like it?
Yeah.
Probably cologne I got on.
Yeah, it might be.
Probably cologne I got on.
Yeah. You sound lit at
I'm
1
good.
p.m.
Like
man.
I said, single ass. She late.
I'm not late. I went to the
was in there?
bathroom.
That's my dog though. Just make sure you good and shit like that.
Okay,
you know? I already
shit.
see-
What up,
I
Jamal?
already talked about that.
How you doing, man? Nice to have you in this class, man.
Keep him straight, bro.
You know. Damn, this class is gonna be way tougher. Just in terms of the personnel. No.
Bro.
Hey, how do y'all specifically expect to see this screen right here?
Hey, split them up.
How y'all expect to
nigga.
see?
I'm not in the class.
Oh, y'all camera. How do you expect to see this?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. You're serious about learning, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
I'm ready to learn.
Cause you're not bullshitting, right?
No, I'm not bullshitting, Agent. I'm not bullshitting.
I'm about to say, cause it's a generous, small leprechaun that pay for everybody tuition, bro.
Yeah, no,
you
bro.
don't want to bullshit, bro.
No.
You don't want to bullshit.
I ain't even have financial aid. You know, Donald Trump. You know, they canceled that shit.
See how you get
They did?
Yes.
Oh shit, damn.
So Kai's my only hope.
Okay, well, hey, we gotta get this class started. Just tee up, man.
So I ain't gonna try.
Hey, welcome to Pocket Watching 101, man. Let's clap it up. All right. Now, I wasn't prepared because there was one room that was hot as shit and had no connection. Y'all niggas prepared with pens and pencils?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. We got one for you then. Okay, there wasn't one in your room. You're supposed to come with one. Okay.
Agent, what do we do if we lefty?
Oh,
He looked at
shit.
you like that.
Wow, I never thought about that. I don't know, man. You're gonna have to learn how to write what you write. Yeah. Are we prepared?
Righties don't think about shit like that.
Yo, you have the shit? Yo, you got the stuff? The prints? I'm gonna have you hand down and say. All right, y'all. Welcome to Pocket Watching 101. Today, we're learning how to watch pockets, man. It's pretty simple. By the end of this class, you should be able to look at the person beside you and have an exact estimate on how much money they make as a content creator. It's not hard. All the information is publicly accessible. You just need the framework. So we're gonna do some exercises to help you guys get right so that everybody can become a professional pocket watcher. Okay? First up, we got a pop quiz, bitch. We're giving y'all some papers, man. We got a pop quiz. Everybody take one. If you don't have a pen or pencil, come up. We're gonna give you a pen or pencil, and we're gonna test you guys on where you guys are before we get started with this class. It's like a litmus test, man. It's a litmus test. We got a pop quiz. You're late.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
You're late, man. Lock in, bro. Take a seat. You're late. Lock in. Take a seat.
My guy.
Oh, wow. Appreciate it. She's good. She's okay. She gave me a rose. These other niggas, they didn't give me shit. Okay? So I got a problem with them. Oh wow. You're not cheating, are you? Nigga, this is not worth any of your grade. It's a pop quiz, bro. You have no incentive. Sam, lock in, bro. You fucking thief. All right, quiet down. If you don't have the answers yet, you're not there. We'll get there though. We'll get there. The correct answer for all 3 questions was A. Somehow Jamal got them all right. There's something we don't know about you, Jamal.
I got the first one.
There's some, all of them is A. If you didn't get that answer, it's okay. By the end of this, you'll understand why, okay? You'll understand why. Yo, so look. I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet while I'm talking. Excuse me. I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet while I'm talking. Otherwise, it's gonna be very difficult for me to get this lessons. Hey, so I want this class to be fun, but I really want everyone here to leave learning some shit though. Cause it might be a nugget in here that could even up your revenue by 20%. It's something there, bro. So just learn. If you know, then good. It's a reminder. You feel me? So let's get into it. First thing we're gonna start with is you gotta get to the bag, man. This is a get to the bag type of class, bro. It's so get to the bag that this class is sponsored by Webull, okay? Yeah, bro, this is the only sponsored class in Streamer University. If you ever need a trading platform, if you're serious about your money, you wanna invest your money, Webull is the way to do it, bro, 100%. I mean that though, like, money isn't just a thing you do to buy luxury things. It's what you use to put your creativity and make it real. You don't have a Streamer University unless you have lots of bread to help make it happen. And to me, this is, so far, day 0 was spectacular. I'm excited for the rest of the day and tonight. But money is what helps fuel your imagination and pull off the things that's in your brain. What's that, Sam?
Excuse me, sir. Is there an option to skip the ad? Yes, please.
Ain't no option, bro. There's no option. Shout out to Webull. W fucking Webull, bro. W Webull, bro. All right, the first way is ads. I know y'all, okay, everybody want ads. Bro, ads are the most underrated way to make revenue. By far, especially for people that's averaging more than 1,000 concurrent viewers. In my personal opinion, if you're a smaller streamer and not full-time, do not run too many ads. In fact, I will probably run none unless you absolutely have to and you need the revenue. You want the discovery. You hear me? You want people to pull up to your shit. Under no circumstances should you ever have a pre-roll ad, but the mid-rolls that play every once in a while is acceptable as a small streamer if you absolutely need to. Otherwise, prioritize the discovery. The larger of a content creator you get, I feel like the more acceptable it is to run the ads higher. And I'm gonna explain to you why. I'm gonna show you graphs at some of my revenue and why I feel that way. It helps make some of your dreams and the big ideas a reality. Brand deals. There's really 3 main revenue sources as a streamer. This is the second one. Everybody knows brand deals. And if you want to continue getting brand deals, my key is to over deliver. You wanna, if the brand is asking you to do something, you wanna do a creative version of that. Most don't. So your creativity goes a long way to them. Ask questions, bro. At the end of each ad, I ask, what could I have done better? That means I'm serious about this. Like I'm curious about the feedback. If they have more money in the future and they want to do something else, they're gonna come to me because they know I'm someone that's actually serious about the brand deals. Never take the first offer, even if that's their final offer. They're not gonna vanish just because you say a counter offer. They're gonna stick with their original offer if that's actually their final offer. But if you accept the final offer, you already lost the negotiations. Honestly, part of that is having good management. If you negotiate on your own behalf, you can't. It's a lot tougher to make moves, bro, because you can't be an asshole. Sometimes you need someone else to argue on your behalf because it's gonna be more socially acceptable. It's gonna make you look a little bit better too. It's like representing yourself in court. You could do it, even if you know the law. It's not recommended. And social package rate. Whose main platform here is like TikTok, Instagram? Okay, so y'all cooking. Every brand deal at this point is not just a stream. It's like they'll ask for a stream, then a tweet, and 2 IG stories, and a TikTok. So if you can get your social working on other platforms, the amount you could charge for brand deals increases significantly, like genuinely, like very significantly. What's that?
So like, for someone who's a YouTuber, should I take that Raycon brand deal?
Hell yeah, I mean if it's bread, unless you think the product's ass.
Bread is bread though.
I mean, if the product's ass, don't sell the ass product, but otherwise, like I would, oh yeah, why not? Yo.
We should sign to an agency as soon as we can for brand deals, or should we do solo?
It depends. As long as you're prioritized, sometimes you could sign to an agency or a management team and you be like, they don't think of you. In that case, you're wasting your time, honestly. Jamal, how do you get them? You could shoot messages out. that if there's a brand you like, I did one with Popeyes last week, I just DM'd them. But sometimes it's nice to have a management because they'll have inbound deals. So they'll have a deal for, I don't know, like Marvel Rivals, and they'll be looking for someone in their talent pool to do the Marvel Rivals ad, and if you're a gamer, they're probably gonna reach out to you. For those who don't know, maybe you haven't done too many brand deals, on the bottom is a good, it's a good synopsis of like which brands have money. You gotta understand who has budget, who doesn't have budget. No point in negotiating with someone that doesn't have budget, bro. Genuinely. Bad rates, peripherals, bro. Mouses, keyboards, the niggas do not pay bread, bro. Non-profits, you're a good fucking guy, so you might do it anyway, but usually they do not have good rates. Mid rates, games. Depends on the game. Sometimes if it's an Amazon game, higher rate. EA game might be a little low rate. Virgins, I really mean someone who's never done an ad with a content creator before. They're a little unfamiliar with the space, therefore it might be a little bit hit or miss. And good rates is legacy brands. If you can go on Walmart, Target and find it, if it's a brand that has like billions of dollars worth of value, chances are they have huge budgets and they may be allocating that to content creators. And events, honestly, events is crack because it's fun. One, it's an experience. Two, it's good content to stream. Three, and they be coming in with $1 million budget, they have to spend it. So they might as well spend it on you. So events is where I've been having the most fun doing recently. Anytime I get invited out to some shit, like negotiate a very high rate, especially if I don't have to fly and leave Atlanta, very, very convenient. So if you can start to build a portfolio of events, when the next brand hits you up, you're gonna say, look at this thing I did with this brand over here, it did so well. You feel me? And so this is essential. You start to build a rapport with different brands. And just so you know, it's only a handful of people that hold all the money. So if you put a good impression on one, all of them are gonna start fucking with you. Subs, this one's actually pretty self-explanatory. If you're a smaller streamer, you may be on a 50-50. There's a way to get a 70-30. I don't know how it is because I got it a long time ago. I think the rules might have changed. Reach out to Twitch or whichever, if you're on Twitch at least, reach out to Twitch, bro. You're gonna want that 70-30 as soon as you can. As far as I know, there's no way to get above that anymore. There was back in the day, not anymore. Oh yeah, of course, bro. Anytime. Yo.
Hey, so if we have negotiated for that, I apologize. What do we start with? What's the average one?
So we'll get to that.
Okay.
That's gonna come later in this. Yeah. It's gonna help because you're gonna wanna, if you're pocket watching someone, you also wanna know how much they make off brand deals. All right, I'm actually gonna give you all an example, chat. Don't be weird. I'm gonna give you all an example of a rough month I had where I lost a lot of money and then a good month I had where I made a lot of money. Just to give you an idea of what my pockets look like so you could better watch other people's pockets. Hey, so only reason I'm really showing niggas this is because like, as you make more money, there's some people that actually just pocket the difference, but I'm a content creator. I've been a content creator since I was 12. I like to be able to do cool shit. So you don't get a chance to do that unless you start generating real revenue. In the months where I generate more revenue, I do cooler shit. In the months where it's a little bit slower, I have to slow it down. It's a business at the end of the day. You can't run out of money, otherwise you have to sell your house. What's up?
What's your preferred method of outreach when it comes to reaching out to brands?
Anytime there's a brand I like, back in the day I used to just reach out. Now I have a management company and an agency. So if there's a company I like, I dead ass DM them. I DM'd Cinnabon 4 days ago. I DM'd Popeyes last month. I did a deal with them last week. So I just reach out. If there's a person I want on my stream, I just reach out. Yeah, just reach out. Dead ass. Sometimes I just say stuff on stream and then the people reach out. Literally, sometimes just say like, it'd be cool to do something with this guy. They might see the clip. So this was a rough month for me, January, in terms of revenue. Chat, you know this. We had the weight loss marathon this month. It was expensive, bro. The house rental alone was $80,000. It was another $80,000 on top of the rest of the expenses just for that marathon. I had to lose 25 pounds in 10 days. I gained all the weight back. But it was great content though. It was fantastic content and that's all that mattered. And there was the rest of the expenses during the month. The different segments that you do. Anytime you need to rent something, buy something, move something, transport something, flights you're booking for people, the team that you have, the payroll. It's a business, bro, so there's gonna be a lot of expenses and it tallied up to 350,000, my nigga. It's a lot, bro. What up, Tello?
Was like G League, was any of that a write-off?
All of it is write-off. Every business expense is write-off. This whole thing, yeah. My personal expense is not in this because that would be personal revenue split. Yeah, so there's a business, agency, and then there's me personally. So I'm showing you guys this to also like give you confidence that like it's okay to spend money on idea even if you think it's not gonna make money. The reason why this was such a loser for us in terms of profit was because January has notoriously bad ads. And we didn't anticipate it was gonna be that bad. If we do this in December, the weight loss marathon would have been very profitable. It was horrible. Like it was like 1/3 of what I would have made.
What do you mean bad ads?
Like companies don't pay for a lot of ads in the quarter one, January, February, March. So what you want to do is, so it's like you're still gonna make content. You're not gonna not make content in those months. But I didn't realize how big of a difference it was gonna be. And at the time, I think some niggas pull ads from Twitch. It was just a bad time for ads, and so I lost maybe like $100,000 on that, and I wasn't able to make the money back in the rest of the month, which is okay because I was happy with the content though. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of today's lesson is like, whoa, it's cool to lose money as long as you're happy with the content, because there's gonna be other ideas you have that make money that's not that high lift, that's not that high production. So this is what the revenue looked like for January on Twitch. You could tell it's a marathon because I had 300-hour stream. Yeah, correct, yeah. And I still lost money, crazy. So I made $120,000. So I really want y'all to focus in on this though. This is why I'm saying ads are really underrated.
Hey, listen.
Do you see this purple section here? Those are ads. If I remove the ads, my budget is eviscerated. So I'm saying it's underrated because it's the main way I get to do cool stuff. It also helps convert subscribers because niggas want to subscribe if there's lots of ads, but I wouldn't recommend that because the main priority for small streamers is discovery. As you grow, I would recommend it more and more. But I really truly believe it, bro. Like without ads, and you can see this split here, I pulled it up on purpose. Like on an average day in January, this is a marathon, so I was live the whole day. Keep in mind, there's ads playing the entire day, $4,000. And that's a bad day. Because if this was done in December, that's gonna be $20,000, $25,000. What's that?
Are these ads that they hit you up directly and
No, it's just Twitch ads. It's just Twitch ads. You know when you go to monetization tab, it's just the ads Twitch runs. So no, in the months where you are buying more, advertisers are spending more. Black Fridays, Thanksgivings, Christmases, that season hits hard. Summertime, people going on vacation, tourist money. On the months where people aren't spending much is in the first quarter. Most companies budget their marketing budget in quarters. Q1 has this marketing budget. Q2 has this marketing budget. Q1 is always very bad. Honestly, it's why a lot of niggas take vacations in January. But for me, doing a weight loss marathon, starting on January 1st was important to the overall storyline. I could have fit it in December, but I think for storyline purposes, being able to start the year strong, hopefully was trying to motivate niggas and not put that fucking weight back on. That was the purpose, so I just had to do this shit in January. Otherwise, realistically, it would have made more sense to move it to December. So this was Twitch. This is what YouTube looked like. And this was also a pretty rough month on YouTube.
What channel is that? Is that everything?
This is my Agents or Everything channel. So this is where I put all my clips. This is where I put all my clips and stuff like that.
Oh, and they say sad. Oh, that's just like to read.
Yeah, but you gotta think. Like it's 120,000 on Twitch. It's 49,000. I didn't have any brand deals this month. And so unfortunately, because of the 350,000 expenses, I lost $140,000 in the month of January. Now, personally for me, the losses are all acceptable if I'm happy with the content. Now, if I was buying bullshit in January and I went negative, then that's okay. Also, you're gonna have negative months. You know, you buy a house for your mom, that's gonna be negative in the P&Ls, but that's a W for your life, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's cool to take the L, even if it looks ugly, if it's something that you're proud of. So I'm gonna show you April, chat. You know, we crushed it in April. We did very fantastic. We hit 50,000 subs, but we had 500,000 in expenses.
You spent 5,000 in April?
Yeah. So just to give you an idea, like every stream we're doing like 2-3 segments.
Please, I'm so intrigued.
Every stream we're doing 2 to 3 segments, right? So like we're opening Pokemon packs, 2,000. We got an animal from a shelter to come. We paid a shelter so that they could afford to house those animals. It's like 2,000 a piece, 4,000 depending on the animal. Like we tried to load me up to a bunch of helium balloons to see if I could float to outer space, 15,000. Wow. We're doing work to the backyard, 7,000. But these are all daily streams though. So it starts to tally up over the course of a month. Even though there was no big marathon, it was still a lot of money spent. And that's not including January and April are tax months for me. So I pay my quarterly taxes. and them shits hurt, okay? So that also is included in the tax number. So it is just overall a pretty rough month. But even though that's the case, we absolutely crushed it. That's peak for me, by the way. That's peak. So the metric that you really need to focus on here is actually not, hold on, slow it down. The metric you need to focus on is actually not the revenue, it's the time streamed. The longer you stream, especially if you want ads, there's way more ads in the stream. That's why the marathons hit. So even though it's a big investment, you might spend $180,000 on a marathon, because let me say, chat, all of them, you eventually, hopefully one day. Yeah. But most of them aren't that. I think most marathons, I spent like 10,000, 40,000. They're not all that crazy. Just that one happened to be super big. What up?
But you see the problem now.
What's the problem?
You see your time and your revenue. If I do that because I have a Nigerian audience,
Yeah.
that I'm still going to get like $20.
You're right. So different countries have different ads, and America pays the most. So that's true. So if you live in a country that's not America, your ad rate is most likely, not always, a little bit less, just because America's super commercialized and consumerism is rampant.
What do you advise me to do?
If you can get an American audience, that helps. But also you get paid in American, right?
Yes.
And in Nigerian bucks,
Okay,
that.
but let me tell you something. So I have some American viewers, right? And I also have the Nigerian viewers. If American viewers are paying $6 per sub, Nigerian viewers are paying $1.
Now I understand that, but I think what's possible is you dominate Nigeria and then you expand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could probably think of artists that have done the same thing where they dominate Nigeria and now they're global.
Yeah.
So the global opportunity is always going to be there. You just have to keep working.
Okay.
You'll get there, bro. So this was Twitch, and this is what YouTube looked like in a little bit more of an optimized month. And keep in mind, like, these are just clips from the stream, bro.
Reaction.
Yeah. What up, man?
I needed Jamal.
Jamal, you're needed.
Come on.
Is he in trouble? Oh, shit.
You gotta shoot the deans up.
Hey, before he goes, though, he aced his quiz.
Hey, congrats.
He didn't give a fuck. Hold on, quiet, so we can hear her. Quiet.
When you do your taxes, do you have a business account that you pay yourself?
You gotta get an accountant. So we're gonna get to that. I don't know, because I'm not a tax accountant. Each state has different laws. So I don't wanna give you bad advice. You feel me? I don't wanna give you bad advice. But so let me get to it real quick. So this is, Twitch, we crushed it on Twitch. It did really, really well. And then YouTube did fantastic as well. So if we take a look, also I nailed it on brand deals. We had a lot of mega brand deals that month. And so the overall revenue was fantastic. Even though we spent $500,000, we still made money. You get what I'm saying? Say it again? Yeah, I spent $500,000. So I spent $500, but I made $800. So that's a winner for us. You want to win more than you lose, because that's how you stay in business. But if you lose, it's not the end of the world. And I really want to say, like, now you have $282,000. What's your next big idea? You get what I'm saying? That's what money does. Like, what's your next big idea? Like Streamer University, boom. Like, you guys all, I imagine, are creatives. Like, you have good ideas in your notes, in your textbooks, in your phone. Like, that's what helps make it happen. But I also don't think you spend 100% of it on that, though. That's why Webull is sponsoring this right here. Because you should also invest it. Whatever avenue you choose to do it in. It could be real estate, it could be investing in stocks, it could be in whatever you feel comfortable in. Get informed. If you need a great trading platform, Webull is your platform. Dead ass.
I got a question, Adrian.
What's that, Sam?
So, I noticed you didn't really put marketing here. How much do you spend on marketing? Like clips, clippers, all that stuff. Do you do that?
I don't spend any anymore.
No.
Nah, it just happens. Yeah.
So if you stream a lot, how many ads do you run?
So I run a little bit more than half. I know a lot of people max it. I would rather more people discover me than max my shit, even though it would make way more money, because I'm already making good enough money to do some of the ideas I want. But I prefer discoverability. Back in the day, before you could even get monetized on YouTube, I did it for free, knowing I could make a few thousands off it. When I was 15, by the way, like thousands and 15, bro. That's like every Call of Duty for the next 10 years. But I chose not to because I knew I had bad leverage. And if you know anything about the multi-channel networks back in the day, they was fucking content creators on bad contracts. I'm always deferring. Discoverability is always my preference, but money is also important. All right, so this is the pocket watching cheat sheet. I'm about to hand it out to y'all, okay? This is gonna give you a nice average. What I want y'all to take from this is I'm giving you a few instances of what you can get on the lower end of brand deals, higher end of brand deals. Lower end of ads, higher end of ads. Lower end of monthly views on YouTube, higher end of monthly views on YouTube. The reason why I'm giving a range is because if you're in tech and finance on YouTube, you're at the peak. You get hella bread. You might make $15,000 from 1 million views. If you do pranks and IRLs, the chances are you're probably in the mid-range, 3,000 to 5,000. It's a huge behemoth of a difference. There's no way to just snipe it. You just have to account for the variables. Damn, I haven't looked at chat all stream. I could be getting cooked. Am I getting cooked?
Don't let HMR.
I don't know. I never know what to
Don't
say.
let HMR CC this.
Oh, what chat saying?
Yeah.
They're just freaking out at how much money you made and how much money you spent.
I know. I tell y'all niggas, y'all niggas think I'm Mr. Beast, but I did try and put as much back into it as I can. Every once in a while, I get myself fried, you know? But depends on RPM. You're right, but the RPM is the range. That's what I'm talking about. You know, finance niggas get a higher one, prank niggas get a lower one. So I want y'all to take a look at this cheat sheet. What you need to understand about pocket watching is that it's all variable. You'll make, hold on, quiet down. You'll make more money in September than you will in February. It's true. So that has to be accounted. Maybe you had a peak month. You can't say a nigga makes that every month. Maybe you had a bad month. You can't say a nigga makes that every month. It's impossible. So you have to account for all the variables. There's a lot. What ad rate they run, right? Even the length of their YouTube videos, because you could fit more ads in a longer YouTube video. That's why a lot of people run them VOD channels, because it's an 8-hour video, bro. You could span that bitch with ads. Like, there's so many variables that this should give you a baseline. If you see a nigga with 2,000 live viewers and you looking at his streaming, like he's probably running about half ads, you can calculate them, watch for an hour, see how much ads he's running. You can find out exactly how much that nigga makes. You can find out exactly how much he makes. Now, if it's like music, they sign private contracts. We don't know the details. All this information is publicly available. I don't have to be in your dashboard, you know? I could be on Twitch Tracker for your streams. I could be on Social Blade for your YouTube. And that's gonna give me your major revenue sources. Sure, Snapchat exists. Some niggas make money off TikTok and stuff like that, but these are the main. All right, man, now it's y'all turn to try, right? Let's give it a shot before I do it myself. Get in groups of 2, pocket watch. Get in groups of 2 and pocket watch each other.
Yeah, give me. I know what she makes because it's my brother.
Yeah, that's cheating. All right. Yo, quiet it down. Yo! Yeah, once these niggas start talking, you can't get them back. Yo, of course, man. Yo, we gotta wrap it up. So look forward. Now it's my turn to pocket watch. We're pick GDG today. DDG had a phenomenal month last month in terms of revenue. So now it's my turn to pocket watch somebody. I thought might as well do a professor. Across both his channels, his main channel, his live channel, he had 28 million views, okay? We did the math. I told y'all what the CPMs look like depending on what they do. I know his type of content is IRLs. He's gonna be lower, middle of the pack CPM. 140,000. Twitch subs, he had 70,000 Twitch subs. He peaked, he crushed it. Each sub is 5, I think maybe 6, 7 if you're on mobile dollars now. And then you multiply that by 0.7 because he gets 70%. I'm assuming he's on a 70-30. He gets 70% of that sub number. That's 245,000. Twitch ads, he streamed for 125 hours approximately. I'm assuming he ran max ads because I had to sub up. And so that means that his April ad revenue was $500,000. Brand deals. I actually don't know if he did any brand deals, but I know he was in the middle of dropping a project. It had to be some money that came with it. I just gave him the higher end of the brand deal market. I said 75,000 for 2. He had to have done something brand deal related. So that's 150,000. He also has music. We don't know the specifics of his contract. He has a Snapchat who he was fucking crushing that last year. I think he still does it. I'm not on Snapchat. Does he Snapchat? Yes. Yeah. And I know Snapchat makes bread. There's people that make over 100,000 a month on Snapchat. So it's a way to make a lot of bread too. I personally stream so much, there's no space for me to snap anything. But if you guys, that's also a revenue source if you're curious, if you can get on that Snap Stars. And we don't know what his investments are. He could have 50 homes. He could have a huge, oh, thank you so much. He could have a Webull account and have like, $5 million in there that's going up 30% year over year or whatever. We don't know. Those are the things we don't know. What we do know is the numbers up top, and we can always accurately calculate what we think he's making based on publicly available info. And so total, in 1 month, he made over $1 million, man. And that's not even accounting for the shit we don't know about. That's just the shit we know about. So all of that to say, it's just a formula. You have the cheat sheet. Just paste it. If there's a nigga getting 2,000 concurrent viewers, the metric is there for 1,000. Scale it up. Do a little bit of quick math, man. I think there's a lot of money in content. I don't want people to get.
Can you try to pocket watch Mafia Zone 2 with Cop?
I can. It's gonna be tough though. It's a lot of content, but I could try.
Agent,
Yeah.
I just pocket watched Talil, and I'll tell you guys how.
Tell me how much you made.
So Talil has a secret TikTok account. That nobody knows. So that TikTok account, Talil posts 6 times a day.
Damn, 1 minute long?
He makes from that in a month. He makes $134,400 in 1 month off TikTok. He has Snapchat. He posts 23 times a day because he likes LeBron. So when he goes to Twitter, he makes $35,000 a month. And then from Twitch, that makes $340K a month.
I love that initiative. Let's clap it up for him. No cap though. Deadass. That's how easy it is. Like you kind of have a lot of what I do is based on like what I'm hearing and even what I'm making. I can base it off of that. But you have the knowledge now. Like you can pocket watch whoever you want to. I also want to say like, there's a lot of money in content now, and that's a lot of the reason why people are getting into content. Those are frauds, okay? A lot of you people here, the reason why you got here is because you genuinely enjoy creating content, that you're a creative, and that you want to see your ideas become reality. And so don't lose sight of the creative aspect because you're too busy chasing money, but don't lose sight of the money because you're too busy trying to be creative. At the end of the day, it's hand in hand. Your ability to do both is your ability to operate and execute. Must do's before we head out. First thing you got to do is bet on yourself. If you're afraid to do the idea because you think it might backfire, you don't believe in yourself. That doesn't mean take dumb risks. All right? Some of my risks, as I showed you, did not pay off financially, but it paid off for me. It fulfilled me as a content creator. So once you start to generate more, work with that. That's your operating budget. Now you have an opportunity to cook a little bit more. Help grow your stream. I think consistency is important. In my 3rd class on Sunday, I'm gonna get more into strategy on how to grow as a streamer and stuff I learned and stuff like that. And I also want it to be cooperative. Like if there's things other people learn, we're gonna share it as a class so we all learn. But for today, I'm really just focused on the pocket watching aspect. Bet on yourself, bro. If you don't believe in yourself, who the fuck will?
Amen. Okay, can we pocket watch you for 1 second? You said that
I showed you the money, nigga. Yeah, I sold all the grass. How much we? I can't say because I don't. No, it's not that crazy. Now don't assume 6 figures. I'm not there yet. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm about to wrap up and we'll do questions. Last thing I want to say is someone asked over here. I forgot who. Right over there. What's your name? She's on the phone.
Oh shit, sorry.
You asked, yo, if you're making more than $30,000 a year, get an accountant, bro. If you have more than 3 revenue sources, YouTube, Twitch, anything else, get an accountant, bro. It sounds like money, they save you money. If you do it yourself, you will cost yourself money. Also, if you do it wrong, they're gonna back tax you and you're gonna get fucked later. So it's not a big problem now, but if you get disorganized, it can become a big problem. And last but not least, man, download Weeble, W-Weeble, man. W Weeble in the chat. W Weeble in the chat. It's pinned. So that's it. If you guys have a moment for questions, let's do it.
Wow.
Thanks, hello.
Angel, that was obviously the best.
Hold on. Let's get 3 minutes for questions just so we can hear each other out. What's that?
Are you allowed to say how much you've ever made, like from a sponsor? Like, what's the most you've ever made?
Like peak for me is like 100,000. Yeah. Huh? No, not yet. Give it 3. Oh, quiet. Let's do questions for 2-3 minutes.
For someone who does have less than 1,000 concurrent viewers,
Yo! Let's give her some respect.
for someone who does have less than 1,000 concurrent viewers, what would you say is the game plan for getting up there and getting to that point and more?
I'll talk about it on the 3rd day. Short form is the cheat code. It's hard to grow off long form. It's possible, but there's exceptions to the rule. It's an uphill battle. Short form. If you're crushing it on TikTok, your opportunity is huge everywhere. If you're crushing it on IG Reels, if you're crushing it on YouTube Shorts, your opportunity is huge everywhere. People watch short form all day, right? Yeah. Right? So we do it too, nigga. When you go to sleep, you watch short form. It's the #1 way you discover new people. You'll see so many more people on TikTok than you will ever do on Twitch. So let people find you on these platforms where it's easier, and then convert them over to Twitch. And there's a whole strategy to that, but part of it just takes time, I'll be honest. Your voice? How'd you lose your voice? We haven't even had the pep rally. Oh shit.
We have a pep rally?
You just had to, honey, tea, green tea. Any other questions?
You use pocket watching as a form of motivation?
Nah, it's a passion. I love this shit. That's what I do, man.
I thought we was using it to motivate us.
No, hopefully it is motivational. I just love this shit.
I like pocket watching too.
It's amazing. You found a new passion, bro.
But I was completely wrong.
Yeah. About what?
Pocket watching.
You'll get better though. That was at the start. Yo.
Agent, okay, so I know you said on your channel you don't do over 50% on Twitch of ads. So as an upcoming creators, I know you said you would prefer us to do discovery over that. So what percentage would you think would be a safe? Because you know,
if you could afford it, no ads.
No ads. No
or 1 minute ads.
1 minute. Okay, so just set it just for 1 minute for the whole stream.
Yeah.
When do you think that we can increase that? Like,
it's up to your audience. Each audience is different. Like Hassan audience will crucify him if you play the ad. But like different audiences is more acceptable to shit. Some audiences couldn't give less a fuck.
Can I request you to pocket watch? Can I request you to pocket watch Queso?
I could. Oh, that's not bad. That's not a bad idea. I'll do that, bro. I can't do it right now. It's gonna take 50 minutes.
Yeah.
But I got you.
Queso got that bread.
No, Queso get to that bag.
Queso got that.
Queso gets to that bag. Hey, the purpose of this talk was I kind of wanted it to be funny, like packaging wise, pocket watching. But I hope you at least learned like one thing that can help you make a little bit more money, bro. Dead ass. I hope you did. Appreciate y'all, man. All right, y'all. Class dismissed, man.
W chat.
That was fun.